Hello everyone. I am Dr. Amrita Pandey and I am from Sri Rashtrasanta Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur University, Maharashtra. I welcome you all on behalf of the Government First Grade College, Hungund, Karnataka. We are here as a part of 1 week national level online faculty development program on the challenges and strategies in teaching or coaching physical education for physical educational professionals. We'll be talking about overcoming issues faced by the physical education teachers amidst this COVID 19. Let us first understand a little about this COVID 19 disease. The World Health Organization, that is WHO, has declared the coronavirus disease 2019 a pandemic. Now, what is a pandemic? A pandemic is defined as an outbreak of any disease occurring over a wide geographic area and affecting an exceptionally high proportion of population. The COVID-19 pandemic is an unprecedented time all across the world. A global coordinated effort is needed to stop the further spread of the virus. Worldwide, extensive social distancing policies are put into place, restricting people's daily activities and worldwide pleas from governments asking people to stay safe and stay at home. This, of course, means that most people will spend much of their time, if not all, at home. These social distancing measures mean that people have far fewer opportunities to be physically active, especially if activities such as walking or cycling as transportation means or taking part in leisurely sports activities, you can say jogging, walking the dog, going to the gym are being restricted. Furthermore, these drastic measures also make it so much easier to be sedentary at home for long period of time. We are not supposed to go out. We do not have any company or official targets to fulfill. We just have to sit at home and spend time with the family. We are playing board games. We are cooking various food, delicious food. We are talking to friends, relatives on phone. We are having ample amount of rest, which is not even required by the body at times. The impact of this physical inactivity may very likely be seen in many areas such as health and social care and also the mental well-being of people all across the globe. With easing of the COVID-19 public health emergency in our country, many of the stringent measures implemented during the crisis are gradually being relaxed and the country is cautiously and methodically preparing to begin a post-pandemic return to normality. As a part of the effort to restore societal activities suspended due to the virus outbreak, hundreds of thousands of primary, secondary, and high school across the country, which were closed in April in an effort to curb the spread of COVID 19, will begin to reopen and resume their regular academic and physical education curriculum, especially in low risk areas or low risk regions, which is the communities free of the disease. Now, the current COVID-19 or say the coronavirus pandemic represents some challenges in maintaining a physically active lifestyle. How does it spread? COVID-19 is spread by droplets transmission. Someone sneezing or coughing into the air or onto a surface, and then the virus enters a new host through the eyes, nose, or mouth. The most up-to-date information about this COVID-19 should be accessed from the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, that is the CDC website. Please, ladies and gentlemen, do not trust any kind of WhatsApp updates or any kind of messages that you receive regarding the prevention and cure of this particular disease, please refer to the CDC website. CDC stands for Center for Disease and Control and Prevention. Now, the largest COVID-19 national lockdown, as all of us know, in the world has been extended. In the world, rather, I would say in India, has been extended to June 31st as of April 2020. India has reported many confirmed cases and numerous deaths from COVID-19 in 31 states and union territories since its first case on, I suppose, January 30th. We will not go into statistics, we will not go into the concrete numbers because it's disturbing, it's depressing. Here, I must say that India was quick to close its international borders and enforce an immediate lockdown, which WHO praised as tough and timely. The lockdown has also given the government the time to prepare for a possible surge in cases when the pandemic is forecasted to peak in the coming weeks. Still, ladies and gentlemen, India's population of 1.3 billion across diverse states, health inequalities, widening economic and social disparities, and distinct cultural values present unique challenges. Lockdown is meant to prevent the spread of infection from one person to another, to protect ourselves and others. This means not stepping out of the house except for buying necessities, reducing the number of trips outside, and ideally only a single healthy family member making the trips whenever it is absolutely necessary or urgent. Considering the current scenario, online education is the only helpful criteria to fulfill the backlogs which has been created by this COVID-19. This process fulfills the basic need of current education system. Though it has many flaws, but apart from this, we do not have any other way to overcome the current situation. On the other hand, the behind the scenes stories reveal several areas of continuing concern regarding current trends in physical education and sports, because we all are very well aware that the basic problem with teaching physical education in schools and colleges is that we are unable to take the practical classes, as it requires students or learners to be outdoors, to be on ground, on field, in groups, which is not allowed during this pandemic. In case of other theoretical subjects, the scenario seems a little different, a little easier, I'll say. The respective subject teachers can take online classes through, there are various apps through which they can take their classes these days, and the students can get benefited with them. They get to have a live interaction, a virtual interaction with the teachers. They get to ask their doubts, get them cleared. They can give the exams online, submit the assignments, and thus completing their syllabus. But unfortunately, this cannot be done in the case of physical education. As for doing this, or rather say for conducting a physical education lecture, a physical education teacher will need to go on the ground, on open space, to demonstrate any game or sport, or say even a simple skill. The students will need various equipments to practice a particular skill which cannot be done inside the house. Like us as a parent will not allow our children to play cricket inside the house or football inside the house, fearing that they might break the TV. This now is a problem. And how to cope up with this situation in this case? How to motivate and promote and find a solution to this problem? How to keep students fit during this pandemic? We are in a dire need to find out solutions to these problems, wherein we also have to strictly follow the social distancing norms. Now, these social distancing measures are important and also needed in a time such as now. Our bodies and minds still need physical activity and the many benefits thereof. Now, when I say that our bodies need physical activity, what activity are we exactly talking about? Physical activity is defined as any bodily movement produced by our skeletal muscles that requires energy and energy expenditure. Now, there are two components to physical activity that here we need to consider. First is aerobic fitness. Now, aerobic fitness, or before we go to the fitness, let us have a look at the aerobic exercises. Now, these aerobic exercises is any type of cardiovascular conditioning. It can include activities like brisk walk, swimming, running, cycling. Most of us know it as cardio. By definition, aerobic exercises means with oxygen. Your heart breathing, your heart rate will increase during these activities. This usually includes moderate to vigorous activity. There is a scale, moderate to vigorous activity that make you feel a bit warm, causes your breath to increase and your heart rate to increase. Now, strength and balance is another component which we need to focus on, which is often the forgotten component of physical activity, but it is an essential part and has many benefits. As we discussed earlier, physical activity may include active recreation, sports participation, cycling, jogging, walking, playing, dancing, gardening, house cleaning, carrying heavy shopping bags also. Yes, it helps. Now, during the COVID 19 pandemic, it is even more important for all of us to be physically active. Even if it is only a short break from sitting at your desk and doing some walking or stretching, doing something simple as this will ease the muscle strain. It will give relief to the mental tension. It can improve blood circulation. It can improve muscle activity. It also helps to give some routine to a day in these unprecedented times. Months of closures and community-wide lockdowns have inevitably disrupted the routine physical activities of tens of millions of students in our country. Therefore, as schools begin to come back into service, there is a public health need to ensure that all children and youth effectively move past the imposed restrictions that limited exercises by participating in the recommended levels of physical activity during the school day, including the time they spend being active in physical education classes. Not only the students, but many people are duly heeding the official advice to self-isolate and stay at home. But these actions will negatively affect the people's physical activity behavior. With more time spent sitting and watching screens and subsequent impact on physical health, well-being, sleeping patterns and quality of life. Now, this COVID 19 lockdown is the right time to focus on physical education and make everyone realize that sports is a priority. And here comes the importance of physical education teachers. Any support system cannot just think of pushing physical education teachers out of the picture. People need to understand that physical education teachers are an integral part of any long-term plans to make India a sporting superpower, as it is they who at school level will be the first one to spot the spark in a kid. PET or physical education teachers must be respected to take physical literacy forward with different teaching strategies and innovative interactions. Most of the physical education teachers have many untold inspirational stories and who need to be given complete support. Now, physical literacy, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about, and it is a concept that is not fully understood or taken seriously by the people around the world. I'm not only talking about the country, we are talking about around the world. But its importance could not have been more pronounced than in the current circumstances when the world is battling a deadly virus, COVID-19. Now, physical literacy, ladies and gentlemen, is not a state and that you can achieve and hold on to. It is a disposition. It's a journey. There is progress and regress. It's like happiness. You need to nurture it. It's like an attitude. You should know how to carry it. As life has been halted by the various outbreaks across the world and people are forced to live with restrictions on free movement, there is a growing realization how important physical activity is. The beneficial effects of regular physical activity on many health outcomes are well established. Research has demonstrated specific benefits such as improved physical and physiological health parameters and positive health outcomes in areas of mental health and well-being. For these reasons, implementing an adapted physical training program at home during the period of the pandemic, which may well extend from weeks to months, will decrease the negative physiological and psychological impact of sedentary behaviors. Today, we are also trying to focus on practical applications and recommendation for specific home-based physical activity in sedentary people across the lifespan. In addition, resuming the regular physical activity may also help the students recuperate from the stress and anxiety they experienced while in the quarantine during the COVID-19 crisis. Now, these are the issues which physical education teachers across the country, across the world are facing in teaching or completing their syllabus or making a student or a child physically active. In today's session, let us try and find out few probable solutions to which to all these problems which can be used to overcome these issues faced by us, by physical education teachers amidst this COVID-19. Now let us give a look at what is the main problem of physical education teachers in continuing teaching their subjects. They are first I'd call as lockdown, wherein anyone, the teacher, you, the student, anyone cannot go out of the house, cannot go onto the field in particular because we are talking about physical education subject, cannot go to the stadium, not going to the gyms, no swimming pools, no playing clubs, not meeting our team or game partners personally. Another problem of this lockdown, this COVID-19, is social distancing. Even if we get to go out sometimes, we need to follow the social distancing strictly, which particularly in the field of physical education and sports is not possible. You cannot follow social distancing for playing most of the games, team games to be particular. Third problem I'll consider as sanitization. It plays a very important role in protecting you from getting infected, which again is difficult or I would say impossible for the field of physical education. You can sanitize your whole house. You can sanitize your computers, your mobiles, your tablets, your laptops, through which you are constantly attending online classes. But how to sanitize a whole stadium? an entire huge and big sports ground. The safety and immunity of the students or the children is at high risk there. Next problem I would call is the requirement of a large ground. For physical education in particular, we need a large ground area, a field, a hall, a stadium, wherein we can gather the players and make them learn various skills of games. During this COVID-19 pandemic, utilization of any such area is not allowed, resulting to lack of playing space. Participation now in most of the sports or games require minimum two people. You cannot play any game all by yourself, on your own, or without any gaming partner. You at least need an opponent to play your game or even for learning a skill of any of the game. For example, say judo or karate or boxing, etc. You can take any individual game. But for practicing those skills of these games, you need an opponent so that you can brush up your tactical or technical skills, which is again not allowed. Sharing sports equipment, ladies and gentlemen, is again an important point. This is a problem as you cannot trust and allow sharing of any sports accessory, which again will make it difficult to practice or polish a skill. For example, let's say while playing games like football, table tennis, hockey, volleyball, the ball will be in constant contact with many players. In the game of the badminton, the shuttle will be touched by the players of both the teams. In archery, the arrows will be touched by many. This is a crucial period and we cannot allow happening this. The problem is very deep, but we also cannot let go of this situation. We have to find out a direct or indirect solution to this. Now, what can we do? Can we take online classes? Looks difficult? Yes, we can. We can create innovative teaching strategies as needed, including internet-based virtual delivery of classes in order to minimize the direct student-to-student or student-to-teacher contact. We can ask every child of our class to either go onto the open space of their house, their balconies or their terrace, and we can ask them to go join Zoom app or any other app. And we can give them a demonstration of performing warming up exercises or we can teach them a particular skill. Through these apps, we can also check whether their postures are correct, are they doing it in a correct manner or not. Thus, if say there is a football team and every player does the warming up at their respective places with the guidance of the coach, with the guidance of you or the physical education teacher, this issue can be resolved. If every member of a team are practicing the individual skills required to master a game, then this issue can be resolved to a level. Like say if we are talking about football, if every player or member of the team practices at his or her place, do ball juggling, do ball controlling, focus on individual fitness, then the player is actually getting ready for the day when they all will be able to play as a team. Home-based activity, moving ahead, can provide an opportunity for people to stay fit and healthy by practicing simple movements while staying at home. Many countries have now implemented lockdown, forcing people to stay at home and only go out in the event of an emergency. Now, these decisions will affect people's mental and physical health, especially those who are used to regular outdoor physical activities, and our students are one of them. We are all aware of the importance of our mental health and the need to improve our immune system, which is extremely important for fighting sickness. Staying at home can lead to a lot of stress, anxiety, and mental distress. The best way to overcome these problems is to replace outdoor activities. How to replace these activities? These activities can be combined with but not substituted by stretching and active gaming. The great importance of a healthy diet during this self-isolation period also cannot be underestimated. We can ask our students to do yoga and meditation to give them a peace of mind, which will help them cope up with stress or, say, depression. We can boost their mental health this way. We can conduct online yoga classes wherein you, my dear friends, can provide good, interesting, soulful music, guidance on how to perform a particular asana, the benefits of that particular asanas, pranayams, the process of doing pranayam, the benefits of doing pranayam, meditation, and their benefits. My dear teachers, herein you will also need to give them a live demonstration of any of these yogasanas or pranayams, or in fact even the meditation. This way they'll be able to see you perform these modes of exercises and they can practice. This way I am sure the students will feel your presence with them. Not only yoga, but we can also provide them online cardio lessons, various types of jumps, which they'll be doing on spot jogging, other cardio exercises. We can also guide them with various type of exercises that can be done at one place. Staying at a place, they can do those exercises. We can use this time to focus on various aspects or say components of physical education. We can work on flexibility, on core strength. We can make them work on strength and stamina. These components of physical fitness will ultimately help them in their developed physical fitness. Better physical ability, good body movements, better body coordinations, and many others. One more thing is there, my dear friends, Zumba dancing or audiovisual directed gymnastics and aerobic exercises training. These things can be recommended for maintenance of cardiovascular, metabolic and musculoskeletal fitness and for reducing the severity of symptoms of depression. Dance-based exercise involves the use of body movements and expression, and many physical and mental health benefits can be achieved through dancing, which may directly or indirectly affect the quality of life. Body weight training, simply stated, is any exercise that involves using the body as a means of resistance to perform work against gravity. Examples of body weight exercises for the upper and lower body includes push-ups, pull-ups, squats, lunges, box jump roping, burpees, and many others. One more surprising element is there. It is called the active video gaming. Have you ever thought of it? UNESCO has reported that 861.7 million students are out of school due to this COVID-19. It is likely that this pandemic will trigger mental health problems in some children and also the adolescents. Thus, motivating physical activity modes can be an efficient strategy to keep young ones active at home. Active video gaming is one of them and it is very popular, and some games involving movements may increase physical activity levels sufficiently to impact the health and fitness of young people. Now comes the part of assessment. Up till now we have discussed about the various modes that we can use to make them physically active at home. Now comes the assessment. With the subject of physical education, the question arises as to how to evaluate a child's development when we are not seeing them in person. Because ultimately for a teacher, it is also equally important to evaluate and assess the performance of the child. For there are various criteria for the promotion of child, particularly in schools and colleges. We all are aware of this. For this, we can give them the assignments in the form of various challenges. We can ask the student to make a video of a task being performed by them, and on the basis of the finishing, the clarity, we can give them the grades. This way is more in trend these days. You must all be aware of this. There are various videos on YouTube, on various Insta accounts, wherein a student or a person is performing any physical task. For example, say burpees. There are various challenges also. We can see very easily see these kind of challenges on these social media platforms, which are being thrown at by the individuals, and then a trail of people accepting those challenges. We can further motivate our students to post those videos onto the social media accounts, onto their social media accounts, so that it will create a social awareness in a little funnier way. Furthermore, we can also organize online lectures of any game expert. This will create a curiosity among the students and will further help in staying connected with the online physical education class. To make things more interesting, we can invite sports personalities or sports celebrities, successful players, to share their stories and their mantras to stay fit. Online interaction will definitely motivate the students in maintaining balanced state of mind and promote them for being more aware in being physically active. We can utilize also this time by considering the psychological aspects as well. We can use this time in talking and identifying the psychological traits of any particular student. We can help them in choosing the right sport as per their personality traits. We can help them figure out how to control on instincts such as anger, depression, anxiety, or fear. We, as their teachers, should use this time to teach them how it is okay to lose a match, to be headstrong, to have a fighting spirit. The same philosophy they'll further apply in their lives, which will help automatically in overcoming the stress and depression. We can also add to the fun element by organizing sports and fitness based movie screening. We can finalize a spot, a time wherein we'll be screening a particular sports based movie. This way they'll be connected. This way they'll feel it connected and also entertained. Practical recommendation for staying at home, ladies and gentlemen, with aerobic exercise training on a bike or say rowing ergometer, body weight training, dance and active video gaming can aid to counteract the detrimental physical and mental side effects of the COVID-19 protective lifestyle regulations. It is also important to interrupt the prolonged sitting time, as this is beneficial for metabolic health, that is insulin sensitivity and blood lipids. Homestay and working from home likely increase sitting time, especially screen time in front of the TV, mobile phone, laptops, computers. Regular interruptions are therefore suggested. According to a study by Tate and others in 2015, to increase motivation for physical activity, internet delivered interventions through the computer or mobile phone or self-monitoring through diaries or phone apps are viable tools for exercise motivation. Also, one can follow an online exercise class, often freely available on different media platforms. To conclude, ladies and gentlemen, herein, maintaining regular physical activity during self-isolation is important for the prevention of future chronic health conditions due to a sedentary lifestyle. During crisis, functional medical care and vital societal services are of the highest priority. To prevent additional physical and mental distress, government, public health authorities, and public itself should take care also for maintaining the physical activity during this COVID-19 pandemic. To summarize, all physical activity is beneficial and doing something is always better than doing nothing. Interrupt prolonged sitting times and reduce the sedentariness with short active breaks during the day. Accumulate at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity physical activity per week. When desired, use a training app for monitoring of activity and or follow an online exercise class for exercise motivation. Include both muscle strengthening and cardiovascular exercises. Always be cautious and aware of your own limitations and never do exercise with an ongoing infection. Additionally, regular physical activity is important in the prevention of severe complications in any future pandemic viruses similar to the COVID-19. My dear teachers, the problem here is very vast, very deep, but we cannot just run away or ignore them. For the sake of physical well-being or the physical fitness of our students, we must keep on experimenting and keep on trying to find out a solution for the problems. If you want to discuss on any of the things that I mentioned earlier, please feel free to write to me at amritapande15@gmail.com. I'll be glad to hear your perspective of the topic. See, currently, we are not in a state to talk about and give importance on whether it is your perspective or mine. What is important is we all will have to come together and take every sector of physical education into consideration. Thus, only together we can overcome this situation. I hope I was clear enough in explaining my point, and I also hope it wakes people up to the importance of physical activity and value it adds to life. Thank you.